Good morning. Good morning. 7:10 a.m. on April 6th. All right. Few days in, got a couple things that I want to go through. I might try to get back again closer. But as we start to get closer to the open, I might pop in again. But wanted to kind of just get in and see what's cooking. All right. So what do we got? Well, we got a market that's kind of in conflict right now, right? So we got the spies in the Nasdaq a little higher here, and we got the IWM and the diamonds a little lower here. All right, so we got kind of a really kind of mixed up bag. All right, so I'm sticking with my numbers on resistance numbers to the upside on SPY. So my number up there is going to be look around 659.80. 659.80. All right, is that yeah, 659.80. Okay, so this is a 4-hour window here right now. Coming back down right now, as you see here, got up to 658.61. So they kind of poking the bear a little bit there. All right, and then you see that there's that they start to break down. Now they were when I first came in earlier, they were all red, and then we popped up green, and now we're kind of just wishy-washy right now, sticking the 656 range to the downside on that SPY. It's got to be like 649 if we start to break below there. So we're in a tight range. We're in a very, very tight range, as I talked about on Friday when I sent you guys a video out. All right, so I think we're still in that same boat right now. So QQQs, same thing to the upside here on our Qs. Our resistance is going to be at $588 even. All right, we're at 487.10 right now. All right, and as you can see here on your 4-hour, you got an outsider now. All right, and we will get this flip at 8, okay, at 8 a.m. All right, that is Central Time. All right, so we'll see what happens there. There was your day, decent day, right? But couldn't get the higher highs. All right, so this is where we is. All right, so coming back down now, starting to dip back below 586 to the downside on the Qs. I got to go back down to, I think this was just a bogus one that just came up here. Don't really pay attention. That's another Thinkorswim boo-boo. All right, but we'll see what happens there. So, yeah, coming back down on triple Qs, my numbers are going to be back to the downside at 581.14, 581.14. So that's about $5 and change. All right, 581.14 coming back down. All right, and then you got the diamonds here. Diamonds lower, as you can see now. You saw the SPYs and the Qs a little bit better, and then you see these guys kind of a little under pressure here with the industrials. Even tech kind of gone a little soft this morning, so we'll see what happens with that. All right, but coming back up on diamonds now for the upside, 468.80. 468.80 coming back up to the top there. All right. And on the weekly right there, we got as high as, what was that, 467.74. So I'm going to be above that. I'm going to be about 468.80, all right, for resistance there. We'll see if, and as we see here, these diamonds are under pressure here, all right? Not horribly, but just you got a market that's not agreeable, all right? And then IWM, same way here. IWM, anywhere above 250, around 253, you're going to find some resistance on IWM, all right? And then to the downside, I think we got to go back down to like 248 and change, all right? So I'm leaving a little more room on the small cappers we'll see what happens. But as we can see, we got the SPY and the NASDAQ trying to push, and then you got this pullback on the diamonds and on the small cappers. All right, so so this is going to have to work itself out, however it's going to do that, but they'll figure their way. All right, what's moving this morning? You got to be in these satellite stocks, guys. All right, still moving to the upside now. Look at Sats kind of fall back down here a little bit. All right, it got up to 133.54, and then that just poked the bear there, obviously, because it just dropped back down to 129.90. This is good. We want these things to come down. All right. We'll watch and see what happens. But Sats, I mean, this group is good. All right, this group is good. All right, that's it. BKSY, this is another one here. Gapper today on the Bookski. I forget how I was calling it. 32.15, guys, from 30.81. Nice move to the upside. That it had a good day there on Friday as well. All right, so or Thursday. All right, so 32.03 got up to the highs there, and we're close to. We already took that up. 32.15, looking to take day up on the BKSY. That is another one of your satellite stocks in GIT. I wouldn't guilt you, but guilt you is moving. All right, 16.34 trading 17.01. All right, kind of choppy here, not telling us much, but this 3-1 inside. All right, we'll wait to see what comes of that. All right, these guys are getting a little bit. I'd say Sats is a little bit, little to the highs there. Let's just say that we'll get that pullback. All right. So Gilt, Sats, and ASTS, I'm not going to talk too many stocks. ASTS was higher here. Got up to $96. It has cooled its jets back down to 93 and change, but still holding up pretty well here. All right, off of the 92.62 close. It had a huge outside day on Thursday. All right, so satellites, a little better. I got a little one here for you. Throw you a bone here. Skim Milk, SK Telecom. This one here, coming back down after a move to the upside, 29.66. Right now, it's trading at 29.90, so that looks to take day up on the SKM, Skim Milk. All right, see if anything comes of that. Oil is slightly lower here. You know the story. We're going to obliterate them and destroy them, and if they don't do it by a certain time, we'll see. All right, 2-1 inside right now on your light sweet crude. As you can see here, this is where we're at on the weekly, and then we had that day up, and then they came back inside on us, guys. All right, so where's she at right now? She's trading at 110.57. All right, so very close to where they closed. This is unchanged. All right. It is unchanged, all right? BZ looking the same way here with the Earls, a little quiet, all right? Where we at here? 108.69. We closed at 108.66. If you can't get any closer to that one. USOI, you can watch this one if you like. 58.30, trading slightly higher here. Crude starting to lift back a little bit on the UCO as well. All right, so all's quiet on the Eastern Front for right now. I guess Iran's got till Tuesday before they obliterate you. All right, so we'll see what happens with all that business. And we're 2-1 inside here right now. We've got an actionable on a 15 inside. All right, so as you can see, crude's just been kind of bouncing around here. All right, so crude, not much to talk about there. Netflix got a upgrade from Goldman Sachs over the weekend here, and Netflix is moving up here. Par 41 now. Par 41 coming back up. Had a nice day too. All right, so Goldman Sachs has put out a good number there. All right, gave them a solid upgrade to the upside. So we'll see if they can hold up on that. So we had that jobs report, 78,000 jobs on Thursday. The number was in line. It wasn't horrible. Again, futures are kind of mixed as we see. We got some numbers coming out this week. At the end of the week, we're going to get CPI and PPI, and we're going to have inflation. And where's it coming from? It's coming from energy. All right. We know that there's going to be some inflationary numbers from energy. All right. So they're finding a way to price that in right now so it doesn't disrupt too much, but we'll see what happens. They try to keep the lid on it, but we'll see if they can or if they cannot. All right. And then listen, pay attention on Wednesdays. We're gonna get our number for oil. So that's at 9:30 in the morning a.m. Central Time. All right. So keep an eye on that one. Most of those jobs that the growth in jobs was in health and construction for the most part. All right, that's kind of where it's coming from. All right. So what else here? The metals are starting to try to heat up a little bit again here. I just don't know if they're like ready to go, or I don't know. So gold kind of, it doesn't want to give me the symbol for some reason. GLD. All right, so there's your gold here, coming back down on that 4 hours, so dropping back in with the 222 back down. So gold kind of cooling the jets there. PSLV on your silver coming back down now. All right, we talked about these over the weekend too. All right, PSLV, GLD, Newmont Mining's here, NEM, mess here coming back inside. So you got your XLBs, all right? Those are your material stocks. We'll keep an eye on those. Right, and I'm just going to go through a couple of names here. Boeing is sitting at 208. Again, if you can get it at 203, 202, somewhere in there. I mean, unless things get horribly crazy. I'll tell you one stocks that I think are getting better here, and I'm going to finish it up with this here. All right, these XLC communication stocks have kind of been a laggard, right? They took the beat down here, and then they kind of stalled out here. Coming back up now to 112.15, so you got a little boost because of that Netflix, all right? But coming back down right now, I kind of like this group here. 2-1 inside here on the week. I'll fix up this week thing. I still got the 2 week up here. So these are exact same charts, but there's your month. I like the way the month is going right here. It's got a nice hammer up on the month. All right. So XLC Communications, I could go through a couple of those names if I can find it real quick. All right. Be patient with me. All right. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta connect these guys. All right, AMC coming back up there. AMC had a nice day up there too, coming out of the garbage bin from 93 cents. All right, AMC a little higher this morning too. Get the meme stocks in there. Billy Baru, Billy coming back down on that one. Bumble, there you go. Bumble coming back down. Charter Communications is better. All right, that's one of the better ones. Comcast coming down. Comcast, I don't know. You got satellites for that. All right, Disney trying to get back in the game here. I guess there was that Nintendo movie was out over the weekend, so that was a big move. That was a big earner there. So Live Nation coming back inside here. So you're seeing this group is kind of mixed up. Meta is in that group too, starting to come back in a little bit. All right, so and Roblox is in there. I think Roblox is good to go, man. Look at how about now we get the 322 back up on the weekly here. Will she triangle out again? Not as big as she used to. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say on that one. I think that maybe, and I'm still not too crazy. All right, so that group, and then the other one that I'm watching are the staples. I think the staples might make a stand here a little bit. See if anything can help to pick up the diamonds right now. All right, so we'll see with XLP a little better here now. Got the 211 here. This thing's been wanting for a while. Looking for, watch the 4 hour on the flip at 8. But we can't trade till 8:30. All right, but keep an eye on it. Right, staples I think are going to get a little bit better here as they start to see what's going on here. All right, I like the hammer on the month. That's why I like it right there. All right, and it did take day up there the other day, so we'll see what happens there. All right, so that's all I got right now. Futures are coming back down right again here on the SPY. We're back down to 656. We're in a tight range. I'm going to say it again. On the diamonds to the highs, 468.80. All right, on the SPY, 658.20. 658.20 to the upside, and 587.74 on your upside on your triple Qs. Coming back down, diamonds, I'd go at 463.09. SPY, 652.55 coming back down, and 581.14 coming back down. And then I know, and we'll finish it up with the NASDAQ. So NASDAQ been strong. It's this morning they're up $89 this morning. We're in that 24,300 area. My numbers to the upside right now, 24,270. So we're above that number right now. At 24,307, we are just above that number. Okay, so up a little bit more than that. All right, and so that's coming back down now. I'm gonna be at 24,063. That's a tight range, and that's where we are. We are in a tight range. All right. On your diamonds, which is the symbol is actually going to be /MYM. All right. So MYM right now trading around 46.6. All right. To the 46,540 to the upside. All right, and we'll see what happens with that. Okay, and I think I gave you the numbers on IWM, and my numbers today on SPX. Let's pull that one up to SPX. All right, so right now on the SPX, we're trading around 66.27. To the downside, I'm at 66.10. And then if we get back up there, I'm calling about 6,500. All right. So keep the numbers down. We'll see if I can get again to you before the opening, but I don't know if I will. All right. So we'll keep up on it, and we'll see what's going on, and definitely get back during the day. All right. So have a wonderful morning and be good.